Let's go to Yulia Shapovalova in Moscow. Yulia, tell us more about what President Putin had to say.
Vladimir Putin spoke late Thursday evening. According to him, the conflict in Ukraine has acquired signs of a global nature after these attacks by American ATACMS and British Storm Shadow missiles on Russia in the Bryansk and Kursk regions. Russia used its newest medium-range missile Oryashnik against Ukraine, calling its use a combat test. The missile was not equipped with a nuclear part, as we've just heard. The target of the strike was the Yuzhmash complex that produces, among other things, missile technology. According to Putin, modern air defense systems are not able, these modern defense systems are not able to be intercepted by any other means of deterrence. So basically, it can attack targets at a speed of 2.5–3 kilometers per second. Russia considers itself eligible to use weapons against military facilities of countries that allow their weapons to be used against Russia. Also, he has said that Russia will warn in advance citizens in Ukraine and citizens of other states to leave areas of possible destruction in the event of the use of systems such Oryashnik. Well, despite this sharp escalation, the West says that it's not going to wind down its support for Ukraine. The conflict continues raging on. The Russian Defense Ministry, for example, said that 23 Ukrainian drones were shot down over the Bryansk, Kaluga and Kursk regions last night, while according to sources, Russia continues its advance in the Donetsk Republic.
Thank you, Yulia, for that. Yulia Shapovalova in Moscow. Let's cross over to Kyiv now and Assed Baig. So what's been the response from the Ukrainian government?
Well, we heard from President Zelenskyy on Thursday night. Now, he responded specifically to this missile strike in the central eastern city of Dnipro, saying it was another step in escalation, the first one being the use of 11,000 North Korean troops, as he said. And this one, again, he said, was a breach of the UN Charter. And he called upon world powers to do more. Now, President Zelenskyy hasn't really changed his tone since the start of the war. He's wanted more help from Western powers, especially the United States. He wants more weapons, he wants more money, he wants actual physical support, and he hasn't really had the last one. But he said also that Ukraine will continue to use these longer range missiles against Russian targets because he says it's their right to self-defense. He says that Russian missiles and drones hit Ukrainian cities at night, and therefore Ukraine reserves the right to defend itself. Now, at the same time, the Ukrainian parliament has been suspended today because of what some MPs say is a threat of a missile strike. And one of the MPs actually citing Ukrainian security services for that. Now, the Ukrainian parliament was closed previously from the start of the war until August 2023, and there have been other occasions when it's been closed. But this comes apparently after a specific threat from a Russian missile attack. And the Ukrainian parliament's actually not far from where I'm standing now, but it has been suspended today. And earlier on in the week, some embassies, including the United States Embassy, closed themselves again because of what they said was a possible threat from Russia.
Thank you very much for the update. Assed Baig live there in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.